Okay, hello and welcome. So excited to be talking to you today about our business expansion tour. But before we begin, I would like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land that I live and work on, the people of Mamu country in North Queensland. And I'd also like to pay my respects and acknowledge traditional owners and elders past and present right across Australia and the Torres Strait, and any of you who are watching us and joining us today at Zoom. So I'm very excited to be chatting with you today about the Business Expansion Tour. This is a very special program that we do each year to connect founders globally to opportunities, female founders in particular. Because what we found is that there are other tours like this. They're called industry trade missions. But what happens is that they are predominantly male. Some of them are exclusively male, and women aren't getting access to these kind of opportunities. And often women don't even hear about these kind of things that are happening, and they're missing out on the opportunities to take their businesses further, to develop their leadership further, to connect globally with opportunities and ideas and perspectives that are happening all over the world. So this program is really important to us, and we've seen incredible results through doing this program over the last 6 or 7 years, and the impact that it's had on these women's lives who come along with us on these tours. So I'll talk about that a little bit more in the presentation. But yeah, this is why we're so passionate about this, particularly for us as Australians. We are so geographically far from what's happening in Europe and the rest of the world. Our time zone also makes it challenging for us to participate in things that are happening in the rest of the world. And so for us, we knew that there were other women like us who wanted to be connected globally, who wanted to dream bigger and have more opportunities and have access to these kind of connections and introductions and things that can really make a difference for our business and our personal growth as well. So this tour is about business development, but it's also about personal development as well. And so we have had women on every single tour that we've taken who haven't necessarily been interested in scaling to new markets. So they still were quite happy to keep their business focused in their own country. But the personal growth and the personal development for them was the key thing. And that has been huge, the personal transformations we've seen. The other thing that we've seen from people who weren't necessarily wanting to scale internationally was the connection. So we've had women who've come along on the tour because they were looking for friendship. They were looking for other women who were at that level of business, who got it, who understood what their challenges were and what they were going through. And they were looking for that friendship and that connection with high-level women. So that's another thing that being part of this program really brings. So I do have a presentation that we've put together. So I'm going to put that on now and I'll go through the slides, and then we'll have questions, time for questions at the end. So let me just get the slides ready, and then I'll talk through those with you as well. So sharing my screen. Okay, so our business expansion tour goes from the 19th of April through till the 27th of April. So that's the full 9-day tour. We do actually have two options. So the full option takes you through, we start in London, we then go to Paris, and then Rome and Florence. However, there is also a shorter option if you just want to join us for London and Paris. So that's the Thought Leaders program. But the full tour is the business expansion program. So we'll talk through all of that and talk about pricing when we get to the end as well. But I just wanted to let you know that we do actually have those options. If you just want to come for the London and Paris part, you can. But if you want to come to beautiful Italy and be part of that experience as well, then you're very welcome. Okay, so next slide. So yeah, these are some of the amazing experiences that will happen as part of the program. lots of excitement, lots of opportunities for great photos and social media content and connection and, raising your profile, speaking on stage, and all of those good things. So as I said, why are we so passionate about this? We really wanted to give those opportunities to female founders. We know that often men have opportunities like this, that they're able to travel internationally, they're able to meet with venture capital investors, they're able to get more funding than women do. They have more access to more opportunities, and it's not fair. And women need access to these kind of opportunities. And so that's why we're so passionate about ensuring that women have access to opportunities like this, where they can be introduced to people who can help them grow their businesses, scale into new markets, and do more, because women are just as ambitious and sometimes even more so than men, but they don't always have access to the same opportunities that men have. And we are all about changing that and giving women a platform to really show up and follow their dreams and be supported and have the introductions and connections that they need as well. So that's why we're so passionate about it. So there are a number of speaking and visibility opportunities as part of the program. So there's opportunities to meet with government representatives, and these people are based in these markets. So if you are wanting to scale into new markets, these are the kind of people that you need to be connected with. And these are the people who you could try and do it on your own, but coming along with us, we introduce you to them and you get to meet them and chat with them, and they'll know who you are. So this kind of opportunity is huge. So the opportunity to meet with the government representatives who are based on the ground, who have incredible networks in the market and can introduce you to other associations and organizations and people who can really help you. Then, of course, there's the opportunity to speak on stage. So for some of our women, this is the first time they've spoken internationally, and it's very, very exciting. And we have seen, this will be our 8th International Female Founders Program, and we've seen that progress and development and incredible things happen out of, this one speaking opportunity on stage then leads to more opportunities. We've seen women who've gone on to become paid professional speakers, speaking all over the world after coming with us and getting started in their speaking career on one of our tours. We've seen women who have then, they've posted it about it on social media, and people from corporate organizations have reached out to them and have said, we really want you to come and speak for us, come and speak at our organization, and they've got paid speaking contracts from it. We have seen women develop their speaking skills over the years as well, and now they're ready to go and give their first TED Talk. They're ready to do more speaking. So this is a huge opportunity to be able to speak internationally. You also get the professional photos and the video as well, so you've got that content to share. It does position you as a leader in your industry, and it does make people stop and pay attention to who you are and what you're doing. Then, of course, we have photo shoots as well in iconic locations. So Paris and London and Rome and Florence. There's photo opportunities for you for your business branding, for sharing on social media, for your website. So photos with, if you do happen to be a winner and you're part of the Women Changing the World Awards, trophy photos are there. If you have written a book or you're part of our book, Resilience and Reinvention, then photos with your book. There's opportunities like that. Branding photos for your business, all of those kind of things. Then we also have panel speaking opportunities. So you do your keynote speaking on stage where you have the solo speaking spot and the spotlight's on you. And then we also have panel discussions and conversations where you're on stage and you're sharing your insights and wisdom and thoughts about leadership and entrepreneurship and all of the things that you want to talk about as well. So we have a number of those panel speaking opportunities as well. And Katie Garner's here. I'd love to introduce you to Katie. She is my co-founder, business partner, and sister, if you haven't met her before. Katie, do you want to jump in and say hi?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited about this tour. I know how incredibly valuable it is to everyone that comes along. So yeah, really excited about this year's and to see who's going to join us.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty incredible. All right, so these are some of the highlights that are happening on the tour. As I said, you'll have the opportunity to meet with government, and we have our first event happens in London. It's a roundtable event with members of parliament, and that's a pretty special event. Then we have our Entrepreneurs High Tea. This is a really beautiful event and an incredible opportunity to network with local Parisian entrepreneurs as well. Then, of course, the Women Changing the World Summit and Awards. This is our big event for the program, and it's your opportunity to give your keynote on stage. We will have women from all over the world at this event. Last year we had around 150 women there. This year we're expecting 200. So it's super exciting to be in a room like that where you've got incredible women leaders who are all coming together from all over the world. And these women are women who are changing the world. So they are heart-led, they are very purpose-driven, they're ambitious, they're visionary, and just being in that kind of energy is so exciting. And they make an incredible audience as well because they want to see you win. They're there to cheer you on and support and encourage you as well. It's really special. And of course, the beautiful Women Changing the World Awards presentations happen as part of this event as well. So that's going to be really special too. Then we have our Global Leadership Seminar. This happens at the iconic Angelina Cafe in Paris, a very, very famous location, very beautiful. And this is one of those panel speaking opportunities that I was talking about as well. And we invite local Parisian entrepreneurs to come along to that event and other government representatives as well who are based in Paris. So it's a really beautiful, beautiful event. And then one of our favorites is the river cruise on the Seine, beautiful sightseeing, but it's also an incredible networking opportunity. You're speaking with the other women who are there. You have that time. It's relaxed time. And so those kind of conversations are often where the magic happens when you are, in such a magical location and connecting and chatting and just enjoying each other's company as well. So as I said, we have the opportunity to speak on stage. This is one of the highlights of the program. You will give a keynote, you have slides as well, and it's a great opportunity to speak on a global stage. So these are the key events. So we have our Entrepreneurs Afternoon Tea. We have our breakfast meeting with government representatives. We'll also be hosting a book launch for our new book, Resilience and Reinvention. Our Global Leadership Seminar happening in Paris at Angelina's. The Women Changing the World Summit, where you will have the opportunity to speak on stage. Dr. Tara Trent is also hosting a masterclass, and Dr. Trent is one of the world's most renowned humanitarians. She is known as Oprah Winfrey's all-time favorite guest on The Oprah Show. And she's incredible. She supports children in rural Zimbabwe and has dedicated her life to ending early marriage through providing education at all levels, from early childhood, primary, secondary, and a college and university level. So she's an incredible person to learn from. And then, of course, we go to beautiful Rome and Florence with lovely day trips and exploring these incredible cities. And then we also have a photo shoot and picnic under the Eiffel Tower, where you will write down your dreams and we share about everything we've learned and the action we're going to take when we get back home. So we'll go through the itinerary now. The program starts in London, and this is where the first day is all about meeting each other, networking, connecting with each other, and starting the program. So we have a welcome dinner. We're doing a walking tour where you'll get to have a tour around London and see some of the beautiful sights. And then we have our beautiful welcome dinner where you'll get to chat and network with the other founders. And then after that, we're going to the West End to see a show, a musical show in London. It's pretty incredible. Last year's show was The Devil Wears Prada, and all of the music was written by Sir Elton John, and the stars in the show were incredible as well. It's great. So day 2, we wake up early because we've got a breakfast meeting with the trade and investment representatives, and we will be learning about the differences between culturally between the UK market and local markets, and then what we need to do to be ready to begin exporting if you are wanting to get into the UK and European markets. And we'll also be having a tour of Parliament as well, which is pretty exciting. Then we are traveling from London to Paris. We'll be traveling by train on the Eurostar. And that evening we arrive in Paris and transfer to our hotel. And you'll have some free time that night once we arrive to either have an early night, go to bed, or go and explore Paris. I know last year some of the girls booked tickets to go and see the Moulin Rouge show later in the evening. So there's opportunities to do those things as well, whatever your dream is once we get to Paris. Our next day is our Entrepreneurs High Tea. We'll have the morning free for exploring and sightseeing. There's so much to see and do in Paris. So it's a great opportunity to go and do some sightseeing. Or if you want to set up your own business meetings, there's time for you to be able to do that as well. Then in the afternoon, we have our beautiful afternoon tea event, the Entrepreneurs High Tea, and we'll have our special guest entrepreneurs there as well. And this is an amazing event for networking and connection and learning as well. Then, of course, our next day, that evening is the welcome party for the Women Changing the World Summit. So this is where you will get to meet and connect with some of the guests who are flying in from all over the world for the Women Changing the World Summit. So incredible night for networking and connecting with those amazing women from all over the world. Then, of course, the next day is our Women Changing the World Summit. So this is where you will be speaking on stage. So it's a full day summit program, and the keynote speakers will be happening in the morning. There'll also be panel sessions and guest speakers. So yes, as I was saying before, your keynote speaking spot happens as part of this event. There's also professional videography and professional photography for you as well as that there'll be promotion in the lead up to the event as well. So your bio and photo will be included in the summit program, and we'll also have promotions across social media of you as a speaker for this event. Then there's the book launch. Our new book, Resilience and Reinvention, is being launched as part of at the Women Changing the World Summit. So people who are part of the tour also get to contribute a chapter to this new book, Resilience and Reinvention. And yes, you'll be part of the launch as an author, an international author. There'll be book signings, professional author photos taken, and books will also be on sale on the day. Then our awards presentations for the Women Changing the World Global Awards. The awards are announced live in Paris, and this event is also live streamed globally. So pretty incredible opportunity to celebrate all of your success and achievements. After the awards presentations, we will also be having a cocktail party where we'll all get together and celebrate and network. All right, so that's a huge day, the 22nd of April. The 23rd, we have the very special masterclass session with Dr. Tererai Trent. She is one of the most incredible people I've ever met in my life, and you will love Dr. Trent. This session is the Dreaming Big session, where she will lead you through exercises and activities to give you permission to dream bigger for your life and really think about what your legacy will be for your life and the dreams that you are going to follow and make happen. We also have our Eiffel Tower picnic that day, as well as our photo shoot, photos by the Eiffel Tower, which is always fun and exciting. That evening is the Seine River Cruise, where you get to see the sights of Paris by night, as well as having an incredible three-course dinner. There's also live music and dancing as well. So it's a really beautiful night for celebration. And we're recommending everyone get dressed up in wear a beautiful dress, because we'll have photos at this event as well. Then our next morning is breakfast at Angelina's. This is an incredible event for connecting with the local Paris entrepreneurs and government representatives. So if you are wanting to get into the European market and into France, these connections and introductions are invaluable for you. They're incredible women who can really help you to expand your business. Following the leadership seminar, you have some free time to explore the city as well. And then if you are part of the Thought Leadership Program, which is London and Paris, this is where your program would end. So it would be from the 19th to the 24th of April. But if you're joining us for the full business expansion tour, then from here we travel from Paris to Rome. We're flying to Rome that evening and arriving at our hotel in Rome. So then on the 25th of April, day 7, we have our Rome Cultural Day, where we will be exploring the city together. There's so much to see. It's a very walkable city, but do bring your walking shoes. There's so much to see and do in this incredible city. And then that evening, we have our business networking dinner in Rome. Our next day, the 26th of April, is day 8, and we have a day trip to Florence. And Florence is an incredible city. It's one of the most important cities for art and culture in the world. It's also renowned for fashion and good food. It's a beautiful city. So we have a full day trip. We get up early and go to Florence, and then we have time to explore this city. So there's historical sites, there's shopping opportunities. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to explore if you've never been to Florence before. And then we will have our farewell dinner together in Florence that night, and then head back to Rome that evening, and we'll have the night in Rome. Then day 9, the 27th of April, is the final day of the tour. We will have our breakfast together, then check out from the hotel and say our goodbyes. So it's an incredible trip, lots of opportunities for building your profile, speaking on stage, networking, connections. But of course, as well as that, there's these incredible cities that you get to explore and be a part of and learn more about. So these are some of the speaking opportunities that I spoke about: keynote speaking, panel speaking, the roundtable, the Angelina's event, and the Entrepreneurs High Tea. The networking opportunities are incredible as well. There's the international trade and investment representatives that you'll get to meet and connect with. There's, of course, the other women who are attending the Women Changing the World Summit. Women who are joining us from all over the world will be there at this event. And of course, you'll also get to meet local entrepreneurs, so local Parisian entrepreneurs at our events in Paris as well. So the visibility opportunities are huge as well. If you're part of the awards, that opportunity for recognition as a finalist or as a winner is there. The opportunity to become an internationally published author is huge as well. The professional branded assets you'll receive of all of the photos and videography from the events. And then you will also be featured across our channels as well, our website, our newsletter, the social media, and of course in the summit programs as well. So yes, it's an incredible community. You also get to be part of a community with women from all over the world. We've had representation of women from over 70 countries. I think we're up to 97 countries this year. We've had nominations from over 5,000 women in 97 countries. So it's an incredible community to be part of. And it's women who are literally out there changing the world. They are the ones who are leading the way to making the world a better place. So it's a beautiful community to be a part of. So there's lots of learning outcomes as well. So if you're going there uh, for business, then this is an incredible opportunity to learn more about the UK and the European market and the opportunities for export. So an incredible opportunity to strengthen your global leadership and negotiation skills as well. So if leadership is something that you're wanting to develop, this is certainly the right place for that. In increasing your visibility and authority. So really positioning yourself as a thought leader in your industry, and as a respected speaker as well is huge with this. The opportunity to build strategic networks for partnerships and clients is huge as well. So having those global partners who can introduce you to whole new audiences and demographics and markets. The opportunity to acquire market intelligence for pricing and positioning. Every single market is different. So how would you position your brand in these different countries, and what are the things you need to think about? These are the kinds of things that you can't learn about from home. You need to actually be there. You need to talk to the local people. You need to be networking with the people who know the answers to these kind of questions. And it's also a great opportunity to refine your global pitch and representation skills as well. I love that this slide has a picture of Sylvia speaking there. Sylvia came on our tour last year. She now speaks on the media. She's on television all the time. She's the media go-to girl. Anytime there's a story on education or children, they will ring her up and they'll say, Sylvia, can you come down to the studio? We'd love to talk to you about this issue that's happened. And so this tour has really helped position her as a leader in her field, as an industry expert, and she's then leveraged that opportunity and taken it even further and is now in the media all the time. So yes, it's a 9-day tour. This is the pricing for the program. If you wanted to do the full business expansion program, it is 8,487 euro, which is 9,900 USD, which is 15,000 Australian dollars. So that includes all of your accommodation for the whole program. It includes breakfast every single day. Most of your meals are also included, not all of the lunches and dinners, but most of them are. It includes your travel from London to Paris by Eurostar, and then it includes your flight from Paris to Rome, as well as the hotel transfers once we get from London to Paris, the transfer to the hotel, and then the transfer from Rome airport to our hotel as well. All of that's included. Tickets to all of the events, so the Women Changing the World Awards and Summit, the Angelina Breakfast, the Seine River Cruise, all of those things are also included. Your chapter in resilience and reinvention is also included as part of this package price as well. So it's an incredible, incredible package. And then our thought leader package that's from the 19th to the 24th of April. It includes your accommodation in London for 1 night and then in Paris for 4 nights. It includes the Eurostar from London to Paris. It includes your hotel transfer from the Paris train station to our hotel, as well as all of those other things that I spoke about, the summit, I didn't mention, but also the videography, the photography, all of those kind of things as well, the river cruise. All of those inclusions are part of that. You also, as part of the Thought Leader package, also get to write a chapter in resilience and reinvention and become an international author. So pricing for this program is 6,522 euro, which is 7,700 in USD or 11,000 Australian dollars. We do have payment plans available as well to make that a bit easier for your cash flow. Yeah, so it's an incredible, incredible package. Then these packages, the next package is the expert package. This package doesn't include any of the accommodation or London, but it does include the events for Paris. It includes speaking on stage. It also includes all of the videography and photography, as well as the speaker training workshops, which I haven't talked about yet, but we offer speaker training workshops to also help you prepare for your keynote in the lead up to the program. It also includes all the promotion, your bio and photo in the summit program, and the promotion across social media as well. So pricing for this expert package is €3,529, 4,118 USD, which is 6,242 Australian dollars. Then the VIP package, this package allows you to be on the panel at the Women Changing the World Summit. So you don't get to do the keynote as part of this package, but you do still get to speak on stage at the summit. So it also includes, you do still get the promotion, your bio and photo included in the program, promoted as a speaker across the social media, the website and newsletter. And then you get access to all of those events as well, the Entrepreneurs High Tea, the cocktail party, the Seine River Cruise, the masterclass with Dr. Trent, the welcome party and the book launch. The price for this one is €2,495, which is 2,915 USD, and 4,410 Australian dollars. So yes, as I was saying, past participants have really had some incredible success. So as I was saying, Sylvia, for example, now is the go-to girl in the media and gets to speak on television all the time, which is incredible for taking her message to a mainstream audience and talking about what she's doing. It's also really positioning her as the leader in her industry, which is pretty incredible. Other participants have gone on to do incredible things. So they've gone on to do venture capital investment fundraising and raised over $1 million in capital for their businesses and their companies. They've also established their careers as international professional speakers, so getting paid to speak on stage all over the world. They've expanded into new markets, and they're taking their products and their business into new markets and selling internationally, which is huge. They have commenced doctoral and advanced academic research. We've actually had 2 women go on to do their PhD after being part of the tour. And one of them has recently completed her PhD and is now a doctor, which is pretty exciting. The international business collaborations and joint ventures, the opportunities for partnerships and really expanding your business are huge. And we've seen women go on to successfully do that. Women giving their first TED Talks. I'm one of those women. We did our tour in 2019. It was the first time I'd spoken internationally. I then went on to do my TED Talk in 2020 about the connection economy. So yeah, it's an amazing pathway for helping you prepare. If being a speaker and being more visible is something that you're wanting to do, it definitely is a great way to launch that and get that happening. They've gone on to publish their own standalone books. They get to be part of our book, but also go on to do more writing and publish their own books as well, which is super exciting. And then building lifelong networks and strategic business partnerships. So the connections that you get from meeting the other people who are part of at the events that we host is incredible. But the other women who are part of the tour, who you will meet and connect with, are amazing as well. So we've seen really beautiful lifelong friendships and best friends out of people coming along and being part of this tour and connecting in this program, as well as strategic business collaborations. We've seen incredible business collaborations come out of this as well, and also new opportunities as a result of meeting the other women and network and connections that you'll meet as part of the program. So here's what some of our delegates have said. They've, really benefited and loved being part of the program. And it has really, for a lot of people, it really expands their perspective. They think about things, come up with ideas, because being in a new environment really does help you think differently and see things from a new perspective that you wouldn't have thought of if you had have just been staying at home and living in your everyday life. There is actually research around the benefits of travel and going to new places and experiencing new things, and it actually changes your brain and your neural pathways, which is pretty cool too. So it does help you grow and develop. Your personal development and your professional development are huge as a result of being part of this program. So yes, when women come together with a collective intention, magic happens. You don't have to do it on your own. As I was saying before, you could book a trip and go over and try and organize all your own meetings and do it by yourself. But you wouldn't have the same level of success and outcomes as being part of a group like this, because a lot of the magic happens in those interactions that are happening with the other founders on the program. You'll also get access to places that you wouldn't get access to on your own. So we introduce you to the trade and investment government representatives. We introduce you to them in both London and Paris. We're introducing you to Parisian local entrepreneurs who we know and who we've grown relationships with over many, many years. So these kind of introductions and networks don't happen if you just book a ticket and fly over and try and hold some meetings yourself. So it is a beautiful way to really expand your business, grow personally as well. Your personal development is huge. You'll learn more about yourself and your ideas as part of this. And yeah, the business opportunities are huge as well. So yeah, it's an amazing, amazing program. That concludes my formal presentation. I feel like I've done a lot of talking, so I'm going to stop sharing now. And I would love to open the floor for any questions that people have, or if people want to jump in and say hello. Katie, did you want to add anything?
I think you did a great job. Went through all of the events and the itinerary. But yeah, just this is such a great opportunity to really get to connect with other like-minded women and talk about your business and talk about your ideas and gain new ideas as well. I think that's something that we don't put enough value on, and the fact that having new experiences helps in your business, whether you want to expand internationally or not. It's still, you always come home with new ideas of how you can grow and change and do things differently. So yeah, I'm a big fan of travel and business for sure.
Yeah, so I was reflecting because 2016 was 10 years ago, and that was the year that Katie and I did our first international trip ever. And coming back from that trip, we just had so many ideas and yeah, completely changed our business, didn't we? We had very much been Australia focused back in 2016, but after traveling internationally and seeing what was possible and seeing what was happening and talking to other people, we realized that it's a big world out there and we have permission to dream big. We can do things at a bigger scale. And yeah, since then we have expanded internationally. Our business is now in 97 markets. We've got women from all over the world who are part of our community. And yeah, it's been huge. And so having the courage to do that, at the time it was difficult for us. We didn't have the money. We had to share with a room with a friend, and we bootstrapped it for sure. But I'm so glad that we made that happen, because it transformed everything for us. Yeah.
I think the other thing travel does is it immediately puts you out of your comfort zone, which is where we know from all the research that's where growth happens. So it's a great way to fast track that success as well, and that getting out of your comfort zone and letting new ideas flow in, and just having a different perspective of everything. So yeah, I definitely think it's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, absolutely. I come home with so many ideas for new businesses when I go. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you just see
Which is
things
why
that
we
you
have
haven't
to
thought
have
of
the
before.
which is why we have to have the session under the Eiffel Tower where you can actually write down the plan.
What's
Don't
the
get
real
distracted by
strategy
shiny
here?
objects. Yes. This has to be strategy in place. But yeah,
Yes.
no, it's
Yeah,
all the
it's
ideas.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think being surrounded by other women who are doing big things is really powerful as well. So seeing women like Sylvia, who's created this massive global platform, but now is also like the industry expert, and hearing about her strategy and how she does things is really inspiring for the other women who are there. I know we've got Tanya on the call. I'm not sure whether she wants to come on and say hi. Um, but she came along last year, and I know it was huge for her as well. Sorry to put you on the spot, Tanya.
That's okay. Please excuse, I'm in my pajamas. Um, but yes, it was such a life-changing opportunity for myself that has had the knock-on effects, the ripple effects, I suppose, of being very long, and it's hard to actually summarize just what it did, but it also takes what you put into it as well. There was a lot of getting out of my comfort zone and doing things that are naturally hard for me. But also, I totally agree with when you surround yourself with people at a higher caliber, then especially as a solopreneur, it helps to keep that elevated level rather than being pulled down. So that's why I booked again, because I need that top up. Like, it's been 12 months and I can feel the little bit of the strain. The people are beautiful that I traveled with last year. It's just been, yeah, so many wonderful things. And I'm so grateful to both Peace and Katie. There's just no words to actually explain how much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it is. They are beautiful women. The other women who are part of the tour are just so kind and generous and inclusive and welcoming. And that's really beautiful as well. They're high level, high caliber women. They're all running businesses and doing big things in the world themselves, and being surrounded by that energy for 9 days is pretty powerful. Amazing. Do we have any other questions? Would anybody else like to just jump in and say hi before we wrap up? Well, thank you everyone for being here. Please, if you've got any other questions, please just email us, get in touch, and we'll come back to you. But thank you so much for being here, and we hope to see you in Paris, London, Rome, and Florence. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Oh
All
my goodness,
right.
I can't wait.
Yay. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.